What's up, guys? It was a good ride. Oh man, yeah, I put my beer in a little clip-a-rooney there. Blows all up in your face when you're flying down the road, you know. Ah, that is a different species. It's a rugratus among us. Uh, yeah, they're all right. Boy, it's sticky today. Ooh, it's miserable. It's like hot. I like rode around for a little while and it was like it just seemed to be like a good idea to like go into a store, you know, and kick back. Why do my handlebars look crooked? Huh. I didn't bend anything, I don't think. It's been on its side a couple times. Yeah, no, there's no way. That chintzy ass. Shit, that would have broke. Got a good moon tonight. Probably 3/4 almost. But on my car. Kind of sucks. Yeah. I got to get inside the door panel and thank God I got that off first before it decided to lock me out. But now I'm stuck with no passenger door to be able to open. It's like a race car now. You get in it, got to climb through the window and shit. Yay. But anyway, oh yeah, when I was out, look what I got. Cool, huh? A little bit of fishing, maybe some squirreling. Come here, Rocky. I'm inviting you to dinner. Don't tell Bullwinkle. It's a nice clear night. I got a little bit of little haze on the horizon though. It feels too thick. This ain't gonna look good yeah, there ain't gonna be many stars out tonight probably. Unless the temperature just drops and then the dew just comes in like and then it'll be like fog for a little bit down here. But up there, hey, could be nice. Could be nice. So yeah, on the way home, I stopped at the store. Met this lady. I guess she had a stroke. She was really wow, man. Slow moving, right? It's I don't know. The way I see people move when they've had a stroke, it's almost as if they feel too much pain or something. Uh, how do I say that? Even not that you're in pain, but it's like once you know something's going to hurt, when you start to do it, you start to refrain from it, right? It's just natural. It's why sin was invented for those who won't learn from just doing the right thing. Our God is kind enough to kick your ass continually until you figure it out. And I like that. That's like that's how it should be. That is a that is a patient and loving God. Oh wow, this looks crazy, doesn't it? Oh, I'm such a man. Look out, run! mm, mm. Oh man, that is like sody pop. Hmm. Stay, boo boo, stay. But anyway, Corey, hey man, I laugh when I see your name. How you doing? I just got back from a ride, and that's why I look all, you know, that's that picture that you see on the postcard. All I need is like some crazy miner's hat. Jim Dandy struck gold. You know, definitely looking redneckish or something. Just kind of definitely a wild beard style. I don't know. Maybe what I could do is maybe I could pull this down and see how this blows this direction if I just let this go crazy and then just cut all this out. And then I could be like one of them, the Kaiser. Who the hell wore that thing like that where they chopped the middle of their thing out? Man, I don't know. Guys do with their hair and stuff like what girls do with like plastic surgery, right? Or makeup. It's funny you see these. I don't know. There's something about when they put the little wing thing on their eye. All I think of is cartoons. Like I don't know, Speed Racer or something like that, or Captain Morgan. Man, that sounds great. And I did buy a bottle of spiced rum yesterday, actually. I'm gonna get this bike in the garage. I ain't going anywhere. Ugh. We almost hear the cam in there. Give me some throttle. And then the next thing you know, you're like out of rear tire. Shit. How is that thing doing anyway? Still in one piece there. Yeah. Got to make sure I got stripes all the way across. Oh, where were we? Captain Morgan. Sam Elliott. That guy's freaking immortal, man. Are you shitting me? He is. He's like, I don't know. He doesn't make sense, is all I'll say. He really doesn't. The guy looks the same. I mean, did you see his baby pictures? Yeah, oh yeah, he has the same mustache and everything. Popped right out of there with all that stuff. That guy's, I'm telling you, he's immortal. All right. You know what? I'm not going to close this until I make sure I didn't lock myself out of the front house. And I got to get all creative and stuff. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're good. Always embarrassing, you know. One of these days I'm going to get stuck in that window. Probably could be even today if I tried to get through there. Hey, the fat man got stuck. You know, I could just see it already, you know. I'll be in like the freaking newspaper and somebody will be saying some shit like, you know, Santa out of practice, gets stuck in window, you know. I'm such a clown, ain't it? All right. Well, now that we got motor vehicles out of the way, I can check out some of this. Yeah, remember I was drinking that stuff that was, it was like a coconut rum, toasted coconut, something or other thing. Well, that, oh, look at this. Oh man, it ripened almost too much. Yep, I left them out here too long. That's okay, I'll still use them. Got a bell pepper. But yeah, it was just got this little, I don't know, this little pirate girl on there, right? And I said, pirate girl treated me pretty damn good here. I think I'm gonna see if she can kick me a little harder. And so I found some 93 that is actually, let me go get it. I'm gonna get myself a glass here. Let's see, what do we want for that? Oh, that's a good one. Use that one. Okay. But I found some 93 that is, what do you call it? Spiced rum. Okay. That's one nice thing about bottles of whiskey, you know. Sorry, I'm kind of like struggling along here. Trying to do, I got like a glass and a can, and a phone, and a whiskey bottle, and if I fall down, again, Santa in the off season, caught drinking. All right, here we go. And this part of the broadcast is brought to you by ta-da! There she is. It's perfect for me. It's called Black Heart. Now, it says premium spiced rum. Now, here's what I want to say. Before I went and invested in that thing, I asked the chick in the store, I said, do you got like some roadies? You know, I don't want to buy into it. And so then like the girl behind the counter tells me, well, because the roadies don't have this nice color. They don't have that. The roadies are like see-through yellow. It looks like a urine sample or something. It does. It really does. It's about the color. And she goes, oh, well, the sun comes in the window and bleaches them out because they're sitting on the rack. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that maybe, you know. Could happen. And, you know, some things are photosensitive, right? Like if you shine a laser beam through LSD, that laser beam will go chew and then make a 90-degree angle. You test that out on your own, okay? But anyway, this stuff here, in this bottle's just like way darker. So I'm like, okay, it's like, and she goes, it should taste the same, but I'm thinking that they just put some junk in the roadies. So we'll see. We'll see. And the reason I say that is because all of the roadies that she had were junk. So, Lord, thank you for getting me home safe. Uh, keep me from being excessively stupid. Enough to be entertaining, but not enough to mislead and cause people harm and trouble. That's a good prayer. Ooh, the whole cap comes off. I don't know if that's good. See, this thing is supposed to seal this bottle, and that cap is supposed to split right there. Hmm. And is that the color of the roadies? See up at the top? What I tell you? Urine sample. That was perfect. Somebody coughing at just the right moment. Urine sample. But anyway, let's give it a shot. All right. Just like so. That has a deeper color than the other stuff did. A lot of vanilla. It's more flowery than spicy. You know, I don't know. To me, spiced rum should be like cinnamon and cloves. You know, like like hot mulled apple cider or rum balls. You ever had rum balls? Anybody ever made those for you? Wow, man, grandma's rum balls. Woo! 8 or 9 of those things, and you were just jamming. You know, you're 8 years old. Why do I feel funny, Grandma? Were you eating rum balls? Anyway, not what I got it for. There we go. Like so. Oh, candy. You know how bikers are with strange bikes in the neighborhood, right? He, the great Lebowski, the great Ibrowski. You know what? Somebody told me to watch that. A friend of mine. Um, I don't know what I should call him at this point. He was he. You want to know what's really funny? He knew about. You know how like Orson Welles 20, 30 years later is just people, or 40, 80, 100, whatever, I don't know. But they're looking at the things he said and they're like, "Wow, he was right." You know what? This guy that I know, he is one of those right guys, right? I mean, I can see short term stuff. Now I'm kind of on board where he was, but mine came because of my biblical application to life helped me to be able to see. But this guy, wow, man, way back when he was talking about stuff, and so he said, if when things get really bad, man, he goes, I'm gonna just have to have a second life, like a second identity and whatever. And so for even then, he would this identity had a bank account, and just he would run stuff around and whatever, and he was like, just had like a ghost life sitting out there that he would just then jump onto and say goodbye. It's a great idea. Okay, so you just saw what I did, right? I could very easily, I could hit this again, and probably even harder. You know why? This stuff. This is the most dangerous stuff in the world of drinking. Coconut water. I mean it. I'm saying that like as a warning. Don't be stupid with coconut water when you're mixing. That's kind of like, you know how they have drug interaction things? Coconut water and alcohol, they have an interaction. You want to know what it is? You don't taste nothing but coconut water no matter what, it seems like. And you can really blast a drink really hard and give somebody a good pow yourself, even unknowingly. You're like, whew. Like if you're one of these people that, like, some people, like, they add to their drink until they, okay, yeah, that's about right. I don't know if it ever gets right. I think if I was to put like a teaspoon of coconut water in this thing, it might, like into this whole thing, it might just, you know, wow, all the alcohol's gone all of a sudden. Oh, no, it's not. It's still in there, just waiting for you, like a damn trap or something. Oh man, when was the first time yeah, that was a long time ago when I figured that out. And it was with I was drinking Absolute, which kind of is you know what they say, vodka really doesn't have a flavor to it. If you're going to make herbal tinctures and things like that, like, let's say, like for me, I'm growing spearmint. I want to get that oil off that plant. Well, nothing easier than a little bottle of 190 proof alcohol, and you just throw it all in there, leave it sit. Well, guess what? The oils will leach out, and you pull all the stems and stuff out, and then when you let the alcohol evaporate, you will have, your tincture or whatever. And you can, depending on how you're doing it, you can let it thin out a lot or a little or whatever. So, but then you got like spearmint oil or peppermint oil or whatever the case may be. So you have to have ways to extract it. And so vodka really doesn't have much taste. That's why people might use that if they're trying to make a tincture or something. But needless to say, and regardless, I learned my lesson because, wow, man. Whew. Oh, that was a miserable. Yeah. That was a drunk. Yeah, who gets drunk? Little kids. Because they just don't have enough, I don't know, respect just to say, tomorrow this is really going to feel terrible. Why am I doing this? It's stupid. And I'm not saying I was a little kid too. Hey, I just eventually found out about coconut water. Mm, I'm telling you, this is like, I could just pour this down right now, and that is not a good thing. Oh yeah, you can tell it's got it in there. It's got legs, just like wine does. I know I can't show them to you. I don't know if you can see them. You can kind of see them running down the sides of the glass. I know you can't see it, but that's how you know if something has a lot of alcohol in it. It'll drop legs. That's why you do that with a glass of wine. If you want to see if it's got a lot of alcohol in it, and the reason why you do that is because the alcohol can crisp your nose, right? It's got a little sting to it. Well, the same thing can happen with a new wine that really doesn't have any much alcohol in it. It's just has that I don't know. It's like a fizz is why you get it in a new wine. And so, you know, you get that, you taste it, and then and it's like, okay, how much alcohol was in this thing, so I can determine how was the alcohol affecting what it was I was drinking, right? And wine tasting, man, that gets really weird because somebody has to just all it is. It's not, don't look and go ooh, hoot and flute and wine tasting. It's not like that. Your tongue has the ability to detect subtle differences in flavor. You just need somebody to help you out to understand it. Literally, you know, they'll give you a certain wine or something, and then you'll take a sip and not guzzling it. You're just kind of letting it wander around in your mouth, and then they'll go, okay, just think of the flavor, just think of it, and then the lady will say something like, now, do you taste leather? And it's like somebody asking you if you taste leather just sounds really weird. But if you had a mouthful of well, I don't know, it couldn't have been that old because it was a Merlot. But if you get the right, if your wine has that in it, when you taste it, you're gonna taste that like leather or smoke or something, right? Like tobacco maybe, and like that pipe cherry fruity tobacco kind of flavor. The sweet smell of disgusting cigarette smoke. Nicotine does have a sweet smell to it. It does, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I watched it wipe out my whole family. All of them smokers like fiends. It's pretty bad. I can't say I'm perfect either. I have in the past, long in the past, smoked my fair share of weed. And inhaled many other kinds of things. What was that? There was a joke. I don't like cocaine. I just like the way it smells. Yeah. Uh, the wreckage. But it is really miserable out here. It really is. It's too damn sticky. This is where it's outside and you still need a fan blowing on you. Actually, I could do that. Seems like a lot of work. Easier to just go in the house, right? Got any bugs flying around? Lightning bugs will be coming out pretty soon. It's pretty cool because you can see, when you look at my front window, you can see all the way through to my back. And so the lightning bugs in the front, they all get on the window in the front, trying to call the ones that are in the back, and the ones that are in the back are in the back window all blinking, trying to get the ones in the front to come back there. So you get all these little guys signaling everybody, all these. Seems awfully quiet for some reason. I mean, it just seems like it is getting quieter and quieter and quieter lately. Like traffic going through stuff, people. Just less and less and less. See? Yeah, that is a weird. it's vanilla, but it's got like some lily in there or something. Like if you could imagine what that smell would taste like. Hmm. Well, that's kind of interesting. It is actually a little cooler off of my porch, and that's probably because the sun was beating on all this all day long. Hmm. What's up, Nick? What the hell? Batfish got the, or bat shite. Bat shark got number one spot on the fan bugger. Wow. You do get in here a lot. I thought you would have it, Nick. I thought you would at least be in there second. Yeah, I don't know. What does it mean? Means we're all just got time to hang out together. That's fine with me. It was a good day today. I found a bigger picture of Pirate Girl, Nick. Here. Where is she? That's the one black heart. With spice, caramel color, and other natural flavor. Oh, I see what happened. So that's what they skipped out on the roadies was the caramel color. Other natural, yeah, with spice. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna go get me a bag of cinnamon sticks and dump them in this thing and just shake and have a ball all the time. I might even dump some cloves in there. We'll knock it out. But the temperature is like just brutal. It's the humidity. It is sticky nasty right now. You know, there used to be this guy that used to fly around on ultralight at sunset all the time. You know, you'd hear it, kind of buzzing along in the distance, and he was up there pretty damn high, but he would just be, uh, I guess like checking out, cruising at the sunset and everything, right? Had to be beautiful. And I mean, he was pretty far up there. I want to say he was at least 500 feet, at least, because he was looking pretty small. So that's how I gauge it. It's kind of like, well, how big would he be if he was on the ground? How far away would he have to be? So then I kind of look and I go, all right, well, how far is that? Well, you know, that's about 100 yards right there, right? That's like one football field. Okay, so that's 300 feet. And then I go a little bit more, and then it's like, all right, yeah, that's about the size he would be at 500. And then, this. They use the same thing or the same kind of trick, I guess, when you go golfing. Um, if you know how to, some people will use their fingernail or something. If I hold my hand out and my fingernail is, I got to really just use different things to gauge them against it and say, I know this is about like this when it's like that. It's kind of like having a relevant scale. Different ways to give yourself an edge. You know, some even call it cheating if you're too precise with it, right? Because if I look at this tool at this far and it is exactly the height of whatever of a 6 foot pin at X distance, and then that's that. Well, then guess what? Then you know what it is for sure. So it's kind of like takes some of the game out of the game, I guess, right? You gotta have some kind of wizardry. Hmm. Coconut water by itself is good, though. Oh, that is good. Mm-hmm. Oh, eat some peanuts, buddy. I'm gonna friend that squirrel. Damn it! I'm gonna friend that squirrel somehow. Always walking by. It'd be fun if he'd come up. I could get him on my YouTube channel. Just tell everybody, yeah, I know Rocky. Oh, what the heck. There's no reason to overload it. It is tasty, though, in that, just give it a little flavor. But good grief, in that coconut water, you don't taste no alcohol at all. I can't even taste that. Oh, that's bad. So what would you name that drink? Being is you could put probably you could easily put 3 shots into that drink and you wouldn't even taste it. I know what I'd call it. A sneaky bitch. What's that? It's Black Heart spiced rum. The one with the cute little pirate girl on the label. And coconut water. And a dab of grenadine. And a twist of lime. Oh, that sounds so nice. Want to come to my bar? Oh, this heat right now. This is like when the murder rates go up, man, because everybody's aggravated. Get away from me! Oh, you know what I should do? Man, I bet you the ice cream place is open. Oh, they have this awesome, uh, and unfortunately, the only way you'll be able to get it is if you can find a place that serves fresh Perry's, like out of the case. Um, but it's Perry's ice cream, but the flavor is lavender vanilla, and it's just like, wow, man! It's the perfect mix of like vanilla's good, but there's something about that floral thing to it. Like if you've ever had, it's it's pretty interesting to take certain flowers and chop them up and throw them in your salad. They give it a interesting flavor to it, right? So yeah, let's make sure they're edible. uh, all right. Well, I'm gonna go inside because this is miserable, and what I'll probably actually end up doing is jumping on my bicycle or in my car maybe, and heading down to go see about some ice cream. Mmm, doesn't that sound good? But anyway, I'll catch you guys later, and thanks for stopping in. I love you much. Don't worry, once my channel really gets going, yeah, there'll be prizes and gifts and giveaways, and I'll have a nice studio and cool equipment like everybody else, and maybe I'll even have like a real crew, and we'll do a green screen, and we'll do backdrops where hi, I'm in Mount Rushmore today, and yeah, no, I'd rather be real. I love you guys. Shalom, shalom.